Hey, how's it going on YouTube? It is Joey here again, and we are watching some more of Game of Thrones. Last episode was really eventful. We got a lot of things happening. We got Jon Snow is off with the Night's Watch officially. Ned is with the King, Robert. Ned and Robert know about Daenerys and her brother's name, which I still don't remember fully. What is it? I don't know. But they know about their plan. Well, they have an idea of what they're trying to do, which is, you know, take back their rightful land, I guess. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to basically take back where they're from, because from what I have been told, from what I understand, they got into like a big war, and Daenerys and her brother are like one of the few that were able to escape. They're trying to her brother's goal is basically to get revenge and go back to his home. That's what they've been talking about this whole time. We saw Joffrey, in my opinion, did not start off on a good note. He seems kind of like a weasel right now. He seems like the stereotypical, like what I'd imagine a prince would be like, honestly. Just really stuck up, spoiled, entitled. He lied about what happened to him and he got Sansa's direwolf killed, which was pretty hard to watch. I believe it was Sansa's. Arya did not seem too happy about that, and judging by her skills already, she was able to handle her own against Joffrey. Well, I mean, I guess her direwolf did help a lot, but judging by her interest. Like she seems really interested in, she's really interested in like fighting and combat. So judging by that, I think that is not something I am going to forget. I feel like that is going to come back around at some point in this show. Alright guys, that's it for me. Let's just hop right into this episode.
If you'd like to change into something more appropriate.
What's wrong with what he's wearing? It's not must be not nice enough or something. Because this is like, I'm assuming this is like very royal place. Yep. Probably. Ooh, damn, that throne is official, isn't that? I feel like that's the throne I see in like all the pictures, like the series picture.
Very handsome armor. Not a scratch on it.
I know. People have been swinging at me for years, but they always seem to miss.
Choosing your opponents wisely, then.
I don't know.
I have a knack for it.
I don't think he's really like gonna be a good warrior.
He was very brave, your brother. And your father, too. He didn't deserve to die like that. Nobody deserves to die like that.
You just stood there and watched.
500 men just stood there and watched. All the great knights of the Seven Kingdoms. You think anyone said a word, lifted a finger?
There's some bad memories about this place, huh?
Avenging my father when you...
Okay, interesting. So, I thought that war was like longer ago, but that guy apparently killed the leader of the Targaryen or something. So,
Without the king.
Winter may be coming, but I'm afraid the same cannot be said for my brother.
His Grace has many cares. He entrusts some small matters to us that we might lighten the load.
We are the lords of small matters here.
and this king does not seem like responsible at all. He just seems like he parties, eats, drinks, does nothing.
Million in debt.
I'm telling you, the crown is 6 million in debt.
How could he let this happen?
The master of coin finds the money, the king and the hand spend it.
I will not believe John Arryn allowed Robert to bankrupt the realm.
Lord,
And this Robert is irresponsible.
And if you'd rather lie with noble virgins, so be it. You are my darling boy, and the world will be exactly as you want it to be.
Jeez. I feel like that is not the type of stuff You should be putting in your kid's head. He's gonna have a humongous head when he's king.
So you agree? The Starks aren't enemies.
Everyone who isn't us is an enemy.
Eesh.
Whose sword is that?
Mine?
Give it to me.
I was gonna say, do they even know that she got the sword from Jon?
I was trying to learn. I asked my kid to practice with me. I asked him. It was my fault.
Oh, sweet girl, no. You didn't kill the butcher.
But how can you let her marry someone like that?
It's all about power and politics.
Look at me. If you're going to own a sword, you better know how to use it.
He seems like a good dad.
And wept, and felt the tears freeze on their cheeks.
Dad.
Is this the sort of story that you like? Dead horses, hunting with their packs of pale spiders, big as hounds.
Jesus. That old lady is creeping me out. Man, that's crazy. I mean, I'm sure there's a reason, but like, why don't they just go somewhere else? Is the winter does it happen everywhere, or does it only happen in the north where they are, I think, right? Why don't they just like move where they all live?
I've seen you climb 1,000 times. In the wind, in the rain. 1,000 times. You never fall.
I did, though.
Wait, does he not remember really, or is he just covering it up for some reason?
That.
I'd rather be dead.
That's not the spirit. I guess it does have to be hard in this time to be handicapped.
Valerian steel.
Yeah, that looks
You know
nice.
whose dagger this is.
I must admit I do not.
I don't believe you.
Well. Tyrion Lannister. The imp.
No. It's his brother. What's his name? Freaking Prince Charming.
The boy won't talk. And if he does, I'll kill him. Him, Ned Stark, the king, the whole bloody lot of them, until you and I are the only people left in this world.
Jesus. This guy likes his sister a lot.
And if you find the proof?
Then I bring it to Robert. And hope he's still the man I once knew.
From what I've seen about Robert, I don't know. I think it would be like 50-50 which side he would take.
Lancel.
Gods, what a stupid name. Lancel Lannister. Who named you? Some half-wit with a stutter?
Jesus. What's wrong with
What are you
Robert?
doing?
It's empty, Your Grace.
Are you forced to mind the door while your king eats and drinks and shits and fucks?
Well, he's having fun behind your back, though.
Did he call you a traitor? Did he plead for a reprieve?
He said the same thing he'd been saying for hours. Burn them all.
Man, there is... Ooh, there is definitely some juicy stuff I am still not aware of.
Tell them all to stop.
You want the entire horde to stop? For how long?
Do you have that kind of power?
Until I command them otherwise. Not a queen. A Khaleesi.
I don't take orders from savages or their sluts. Do you hear me?
Ooh, saw that one coming. And he has no respect for you at all.
What? Kill these Dothraki dogs!
Yeah. That is not gonna happen, buddy.
I am your king!
Man, this guy's
We return
pathetic.
to the Khalasar, Khaleesi.
What was she stopping for, though? feel like there had to be a reason.
Walk.
That's gotta be a wake-up call, dude. You do not have as much power as you think.
Your change, Khaleesi. Me ashasava vesfufun.
Damn, already?
He still is.
Like everybody was a warrior in this world.
Great honor.
Basically.
The Khaleesi have baby inside her. It is true. She does not bleed for 2 moons. Her belly starts to swell.
He doesn't look happy about that.
Butcher a goat.
I don't know, maybe that is his happy look. I can't tell.
I need to ride to Quahog.
He doesn't like something about that.
Don't stand so still. It's harder to hit a moving target.
Here we go. Work together, guys. Don't be envious that somebody has more skill.
You move too much.
Use them to help you. You know what I mean? That's how you improve together.
Starks are always right eventually. Winter is coming.
Well, I mean, if you say winter's coming all the time, I mean,
And dark
I guess they're always
things will
right.
come with it.
And that man is stupid close to the edge. I'd be peeing from like 10 feet away. Hell no.
Sorry to see you leave, Lannister.
One gust of wind, you're done.
Yes. The grip must be delicate.
What if I drop it?
Oh, she is gonna
The
become
steel
a
must be part of your
savage.
Very dead.
This was cool of Ned. I knew I liked Ned. This was cool of him to let his daughter do this. Because, I mean, I'm assuming that's probably not a thing in this world. Girls being warriors, you know? Man, so far, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Arya is gonna be my favorite character. We haven't really seen a lot of her yet, but I don't know, I can just tell by like how they're developing her character, her story. I think she's gonna be a beast. So at this moment, we got a good amount of people that think Tyrion Lannister is the one that pushed Bran. That's his name, right? That's how you say it? Tyrion? I think so. Which, I don't know how that's gonna go because he's going back over to that way, isn't he? He's going to King's Landing. Which, I'm assuming I'm pretty sure that's where Robert and the king, the queen is. Which is also where Ned is, I think. So that should be interesting. Because obviously we know he didn't really do that. It was his brother? No. Yeah, I don't like that guy. He seems really... I don't know. What does he seem? I don't know, he just seems really, like, stuck up and smug, you know? Just like Joffrey. I feel like that's just how most of them are because they're, like, royalty. I feel like that just happens when you're royalty, you know? It was cool seeing Jon Snow and his kind of dynamic with the Night's Watch so far. Because it seems like... I didn't even really think about this, but he does, even though he's, not as respected, he's still basically a Stark, right? And he's had probably a pretty good life, I'd assume, right? Way better than all these other, thieves and people that are in the Night's Watch. So it was interesting to see like how like he's better than all of them in combat so far because of the education and stuff he's been able to get throughout his life. And those other kids were pretty jealous of that, it seemed like. But I like how by the end it seemed like they were working together, like Jon Snow, like don't be mad at Jon Snow because he's had better opportunities. Like you use him and you like get help from him, like he can teach you guys. And by the end I liked how it did seem like they were all like working together. So yeah, Bran is awake. Man. Is he really gonna be crippled? I wasn't expecting that. And does he really not remember? That's the thing I'm wondering right now. Does he really not remember? Or does he kind of, know the consequences of if he tells the truth? Which I feel like that'd be pretty mature of him to know at such a young age. For him to realize that at such a young age would be really mature of him. So that's what I'm wondering at this point. If he really knows and is just not saying anything, or is he really like forgotten? Yeah, I really like Ned so far, man. He seems like a really good dad, honestly. Like, even to Jon Snow, of course, because he is Jon Snow's real dad, right? Like last episode, we saw their bond before Jon Snow went out for the Night's Watch. In this episode, I really liked his dialogues with Arya, and it just seems like he's in a pretty bad pickle because he's got to follow the king and the queen and pretty much do what they say, and he knows that, but he also wants to be there for his kids and his family. And I think he's been handling that well so far. Like I really did enjoy that conversation they had, Arya and him. And I just think it shows what kind of man he is. How, he's willing to let his daughter in this time do what she's doing, which is, learning how to fight with a sword. I think that's really cool of him. Winter is coming. That has obviously been something I've been hearing the last 3 episodes, but it seemed pretty big this episode. Like, it's really close. And it sounds pretty terrifying. It could last multiple years, generations of just darkness and cold, and yeah, that sounds crazy. So I hope we get to see that. I don't know how that's gonna work. My thing is like, though, like, does that happen everywhere? It can't happen everywhere. So like, why don't they just move where their settlement is? Like, I don't know. It's like Antarctica, like nobody lives in Antarctica. Why don't they just like move somewhere else? I don't know, I'm sure some of you guys have an answer for that. You guys can let me know in the comments. That was another really great episode. I can't wait for the next one. If you guys can't wait either, you guys want to continue to watch this with me, you guys could subscribe. And if you guys like this video, you guys could like this video.